In perceiving an object, one occupies a separate space, one's own space. In perceiving architectural space, one's own space is not separate, one coexistent with what is perceived.
The space in which we live, which draws us out of ourselves, in which the erosion of our lives, our time and our history ends. The space that claws and gnaws at us is also in itself heterogeneous space. In other words, we do not live in a kind of void, inside of which we could place individuals and things. We do not live inside a void that could be colored with diverse shades of light. We live inside a set of relations that delineate sites which are irreducible to one another and absolutely not superimposable to one another. Of course, one might attempt to describe these different sites by these different set of relations by which a given site would be defined. For example, describing the set of relations that define the set of transportation, streets, trains. A train is an extraordinary bundle of relations because it's something through which one goes. There's also something by means of which one can go from one point to another, and then there is also something else. One could be described by the cluster of relations that allows them to define the sense of temporary realization, cafes, cinemas, beaches. Likewise, one could describe various network of relations, closed or semi-closed sites of rest, the house, the bedroom, the bed, etc. But among all these sites, I am interested in certain ones that have the curious property of being in relation with other sites, in such a way as to suspect, neutralize, or inherit a set of relations that they happen to designate mirror or reflect. These spaces are the where, to what we call the others, which however contradict all the other sites, are of two types.
Bachelard's monumental work on the descriptions of phenomenologists have taught us that we do not live in homogeneous and empty space, but on the contrary, in a space thoroughly imbued with quantities and perhaps thoroughly phantasmagoric as well. The space of our primary perception, the space of our dreams and that of our passions, all within themselves qualities that seem intrinsic. There is a light, ethereal, transparent space, or again a dark, rough and encumbered space. A space from above, of summits, or on the contrary, a space from below, of mud, or again, a space that can be flowing like sparkling water, or space that is fixed and dual like stone or crystal. Yet these analyses, while fundamental for reflection in our time, primarily concern internal space. I should like to speak now about the external space.
First, there are utopias. Utopias are sites with no real space. They are sites that have a generalization of direct or inverted analogy with the real space of society. They present society itself in a perfected form, or else society turned upside down. But in any case, these utopias are fundamentally unreal spaces. There are also, probably in every culture, in every civilization, real places that do exist and that are formed in the very founding of society, which are something like counter-sites, kind of effectively an active utopia in which the real sites, all the other real sites of the culture are simultaneously represented, contested and inverted. Places of this kind are outside of all places, even though it may be possible to indicate their location in reality. Because these places are absolutely different from all the sites that they reflect and speak about, I shall call them, by way of contrast to utopias, heterotopias. I believe that between utopias and these quite other sites, these heterotopias, there might be a sort of mixed joint experience, which would be the mirror. The mirror is, after all, a utopia, since it is a placeless place. In the mirror I see myself there, where I am not, in an unreal, virtual space that opens up behind the surface. I am over there, where I am not, a sort of shadow that gives my own visibility to myself, that enables me to see myself there, where I am absent. Such is the utopia of the mirror. It is also a heterotopia, insofar as the mirror does exist in reality, where it exerts a sort of counteraction on the position that I occupy. From the standpoint of the mirror, I discover my absence from the place where I am set. I see myself over there. Starting from this gaze, that is, as it were, directed towards me. From the ground of this virtual space that is on the other side of the glass, I come back towards myself. I begin again to direct my eyes towards myself and to reconstitute myself to where I am.
Heterotopias always presuppose a system of opening and closing that both isolates them and makes them penetrable. In general, the heterotopic site is not freely accessible like a public space. Either the entry is compulsory, as in the case of entering a barracks or a prison, or else the individual is to submit to rites of purification. To get in, one must have accepted permission and make certain gestures. Moreover, there are heterotopias that are entirely consecrated to these activities of purification. Purification that is partly religious and partly hygienic, such as the Hamin of the Muslims, or else purification that would be fully hygienic, as in Scandinavian saunas. There are others, on the contrary, that seem to be pure and simple openings, but that generally hide curious exclusions. Everyone can enter into heterotopic sites, and in fact it is only illusion. We think we enter where we are, but the very fact that we enter are excluded. I'm thinking, for example, of the famous bedrooms that existed on the great farms of Brazil and elsewhere in South America. The entry door did not lead into the central room where the family lived, and every individual or traveller who came by.
I walk into your view, but who are you watching? What are you waiting for? Isn't it funny we meet each other's gaze? Isn't it all it is? We share each other's space for a split second, sharing things gone. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Only you can answer.
They perhaps be found in the famous American hotel rooms, where a man goes with his car and his mistress, and where illicit sex is both absolutely sheltered and absolutely hidden, kept isolated without, however, being allowed out into the open.
In a still more concrete manner, the problem of sighting or placement arises for mankind in terms of demography. This problem of the human sight or living space is not simply that of knowing whether there will be enough space for men in the world. A problem that is certainly quite important, but also that of knowing what relations of propinquity, what types of storage, circulation, marking and classification of human elements should be adopted in a given situation in order to achieve a given end. Our epoch is one which space takes for us to form of relations among sites. In any case, I believe that the anxiety of our era has to fundamentally with space. No doubt the great deal. Now, despite all the techniques for appropriating space, despite the whole network of knowledge that enables us to delimit or formalise it, contemporary space is perhaps still not entirely desanctified. To be sure, a certainty of desanctification of space has occurred, as we may still have reached the point of practical desanctification of space. And perhaps our life is still governed by a certain number of oppositions that remain inviolable, that our institutions and practices have not yet built to break down. These are oppositions that we regard as simple givens. For example, between private space and public space, between family space and social space, between cultural space and useful space, between the space of leisure and that of work. All these are still nurtured by the still present.
Who is watching? Do you know?
The camera's
gaze
follows your every
movement,
but it is static, unlike you. You're creating a path for yourself, navigating through the corridor. The buildings impose themselves, inviting you in. Their gaze never leaves you, but asks questions about who you are. What is the camera looking for? What you wear?
What is the camera looking for?
Who are you talking to? How many bags are you carrying?
Who are you talking to?
Its voice is passive,
How many bags are you carrying?
But it knows.
Its voice is passive, offering no explanation, but it knows. The camera breaks us down into subjects, recording us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. The cycle continues, even when you're gone, occupying a different space and time. To it we are mere shapes until one of us displays a different behaviour that it doesn't like. Then everything changes.